Hi, in this video we'll be looking at adding and subtracting mixed numbers. Now we have a few rules to follow in adding mixed numbers. You get to add the fractions, you get to add the whole numbers, and then you simplify if necessary. The first two are interchangeable. You can add whole numbers before adding the fractions, or add the fractions before adding the whole numbers. You should get the same result, and then you simplify your final answer if you need to. Alright, so let's try out an example. 3/5/8 plus 4 for a whole number 6/8. Okay, let me rewrite my 6 so it's bolder, larger. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so adding these two mixed numbers, the fractions are quite easy to add because they have the same denominator. So we just add the numerator at the top, and then we add our whole numbers. 3 plus 4 will give us 7, and 5/8 plus 6/8 will give us 11/8. So we'll have 7 whole number 11/8. Remember our types of fractions: proper fraction, improper fraction, and mixed numbers. Now, we do not leave our answer as an improper fraction. This right here, this fraction is improper because the numerator is greater than the denominator. And our fractions should always have the numerator lesser than the denominator. So what do? We change this fraction into a mixed number again. Okay, so this will be 7 plus how many eights? How many sets of 8 can you find in 11? One set. That's 8. One set of 8. So subtract that from 11. That will be 11 minus 8. You're left with 3. That will be your new numerator over 8. Now you can add these whole numbers, and then you have 8 3/8. Okay, we don't need to simplify any further. Alright, so this is adding mixed numbers with the same denominator. We're going to try adding mixed numbers with different denominators. So let's say we have 8 whole number 1/3 plus 4 whole number 1/5. Alright, so to add this, we'll first of all need to have our denominators the same if you're going to add the fractions. So to add the fractions, you find the least common denominator of the denominators. And how do we go about that? We'll put out our denominators. All this you can do mentally. I'm just repeating it here for those who still need help to visualize it and understand. So what are the multiples of 3? We have 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21. Okay, that's the first 7 multiples of 3. Now let's try the first 7 multiples of 5. We have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay, and we can find one common multiple, that's 15, and it's the least because we always write our multiples in ascending order. So we have to change the denominators here to 15. How do we do that? Take each of the fraction, find out what you can multiply by 3 to give you 15. You can use your multiples. The 5th position gives you the least common multiple, so just multiply 3 by 5. Whatever you do down, you do up to the numerator, and your new fraction will become 5/15. Okay, you do the same thing for 1/5. You multiply 5 by 3. Whatever you do down, you do up. This will give you 3/15. Now you have the same denominator and you can add. So 8, instead of 1/3, we put 5/15 plus 4. Instead of 1 over 5, we put the equivalent fraction of 3 over 15. Now this is easy to add. What will this give us? 8 plus 4 would give you 12. 5 plus 3 would give you 8 over 15. Okay? And this is in its simplest form already. So that's how you add mixed numbers with different denominators. Now let's go to subtraction. The same thing. It's the same process. Okay, so let's subtract mixed numbers with the same denominator. We have 5, 7 over 9 minus 4, or let's make it 3, 4 over 9. Okay, so when you subtract the whole numbers, you have 2. You subtract the fractions because they have the same denominator. You can just go ahead and subtract the numerators. 7 minus 4 will give you 3 over 9, and as straightforward as that. Okay, all right, let's see if we can try. We're going to try mixed numbers with different, subtracting mixed numbers with different denominators. Okay, let's check. Yeah, remember we meant to simplify if necessary. Okay, thank God I remember that. Okay, so this is actually an answer. It's correct, but it's wise to leave your answer in the simplest form. You can divide the numerator and the denominator by 3 to have your simplest form. So this will give you 2 whole number 1 over 3 in its simplest form. All right. Okay, so let's move on to subtracting mixed numbers with different denominators. Okay, so we'll try 6 whole number 5 over 6 minus 4 whole number 1 over 2. Okay, so we look for the least common denominator of 6 and 2. We can actually do this mentally. This is 6, this is 2. If you multiply 2 by 3, you'll get 6. And now you'll have the same denominator, which is our goal. So all you need to do is to multiply 2 by 3. Whatever you do down, you do up by 3. This will give you 3 over 6. And then you can change 1 over 2 to its equivalent fraction of 3 over 6 and go ahead to subtract. So 6 whole number 5 over 6 minus 4 whole number 3 over 6. And then we can go ahead to subtract. 6 minus 4, 2, the whole numbers. 5 minus 3, 2 over 6. And now I remember to simplify where necessary. And it's necessary now. So you divide the top and the bottom, the numerator and the denominator by 2. This would give you 2 whole number 1 over 3, which is your answer in its simplest form. We've come to the end of subtracting and adding, or adding and subtracting mixed numbers. I hope you enjoyed the video and you now understand how to add and subtract mixed numbers. For practice questions, for more videos, and for other valuable resources, do visit www.inowunderstand.com. It's free to use, and by practicing questions, you get to understand better what you learned in videos. So do go maximize the resources you have at inowunderstand.com. And always remember, you are loved, you are smart. The world needs you. Till we meet in the next video, keep on being the best version of yourself. Bye for now.